Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to the Gateway Motorsports Park as we are getting ready for the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series Showdown. As today we will find out which two drivers will advance into the big main race for the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series All Star Race. This is the first annual Truck Series All Star Race, and it is happening live here from the Gateway Motorsports Park later on this weekend. But first, we have to run the showdown to see which two drivers will move on. Today we have 11 trucks lined up on pit road. These are the 11 eligible drivers who are not yet in, and they are either relying on being one of the top two finishers in today's race or the Camping Road fan votes. I'm Eric Burton here in the broadcast booth, hitting you with full coverage of today's race. This race will be a 20-lap race, and the big part of it is no yellows. We have cautions disabled, meaning that we will not see the pace truck back on track once we go green. So if you screw up, if you spin out, if you hit the wall, it's all on you, and you're not getting another shot. So that's all the pressure on these drivers trying to race for $1 million later this weekend. After this, coming up next will be the NASCAR Xfinity Series Showdown, and then we have the NASCAR Sprint Showdown, and then we'll have the Truck Series All-Star Race, the Xfinity All-Star Race, and the Sprint Cup All-Star Race. So let's get started. Let's look at your front row. On your screen, your starting grid rolling across the screen, Justin Boston out of Venturini Motorsports is on the pole. But first, let's get you the most famous words in motorsports.
Drivers, start your engines!
The engines are fired. On your screen, your starting grid rolling across the screen, Justin Boston out of Venturini Motorsports, an ARCA team that moved to Truck Series full-time in 2016. He will lead us down to the green flag in just a short matter of moments. On his outside, Austin Terrio for the Red Horse Racing Team, one of the two Red Horse trucks in the field. Right behind Boston on the inside lane, Bing Kennedy, the number 11. His third year in the Truck Series, alongside rookie Jesse Little out of Thor Sport Racing. Austin Wayne Self in the 13th for Thor Sport, alongside Garrett Smithley in 6th spot. Row 4, rookie Chad Boat in the number 16 for the Belly Boat team, and David Levine in the 59. Row 5, Ray Black Jr. made his truck debut here back in 2014, I believe, alongside Jordan Anderson in the 94, and rounding out the field, the 86 of Brandon Brown. Now, this track is also going to be the first race of the chase. The first race of the round of 8 will be live right here from Gateway later on this season, so this will be a good little practice, a little setup for these trucks once we come here in September. But coming out, turn number 4, 11 trucks racing for 2 spots. Green flag is in the air. We're underway for the Camping Road Showdown here from Gateway. And it's a great jump with a 25 of Justin Boston. Down in the turn number 1 to go. Bing Kennedy now on the inside of his teammate Austin Terrio. Terrio slides up. So does Little. Look at Kennedy and Austin Wayne Self. They're 3 wide back here. Levant in the middle. And Smithley scraped the wall off turn number 2. Down the back straightaway they go. It's Boston pulling away from Bing Kennedy. Now Austin Wayne Self to the inside of Austin Terrio in that number 77. Obviously, you can tell the inside lane is the preferred lane at Gateway, and leading lap number 1 is the 25 of Justin Boston. Bing Kennedy now in 2nd, Terrio 3rd, Austin Wayne Self trying to get 4th away from Jesse Little, and then you got Chad Boat and David Levant on the inside lane off turn 2. Very tricky to get off turn number 2. You got Garrett Smithley 9th, Jordan Anderson and Brandon Brown trying to get inside the top 10, as Kennedy trying to chase down the leader Justin Boston. Boston, his first full year, he ran part-time, or he was going to run full-time last year for Cowboys Motorsports. Things did not work out. He returned to the ARCA team. The ARCA team that started his stock car career, Venturini Motorsports, but now he's under attack by that number 11, Bing Kennedy, to the back bumper, that number 25 of Boston. Battle for 4th place on track now. You have the 97, that is Jesse Little trying to chase down the 13, his rookie teammate Austin Wayne Self. Thor Sport Racing, their lineup, Matt Craft and Cameron Haley, plus the 2 rookies, as we have a battle for the lead. Bing Kennedy to the inside for the lead. Bing Kennedy on the inside, Justin Boston on the outside. New leader at the line is Kennedy. Kennedy at the line. But not so fast. Boston drives that number 25 down in there hard in the turn number 1. Can he get a run off turn number 2? No, in fact, he'll lose. Second spot, it appears, to Kennedy's teammate, Austin Terrio, and that's 77. Boston right now has his 77 clear, but Boston slides out the track, almost in the outside wall. Here comes Terrio to the inside. These two drivers know that this spot will determine if they will make it in via the showdown, or will they have to fall back, rely on the fan vote. Now you got that 59 David Levine trying to get inside the top 5 out of Lyra Motorsports. One of your Rookie of the Year contenders, David Levine. Chad Boat is 7th. Ray Black Jr., Garrett Smithley, Jordan Anderson, and Brandon Brown. That is how they stand right now. We are 5 laps in. We're just a quarter or not a quarter of the way through. I think I'm something else. But right now, Kennedy's starting to pull away just a little bit. He has about a 4-car length lead on the 25 of Justin Boston. So that 25 is not letting the number 11 pull away, but it's kind of harder for the 25 to catch 11 because Kennedy's teammate Austin Terrio right there ready to pounce should the 25 make a mistake in the final 15 laps. And Boston looks like his truck may be a little bit tight. Here comes Terrio on the inside trying to get second spot away. And Little, Self, Levine, both these guys, it appears that they are like just not up to speed as the top 3 are. And here comes Terrio back to the inside, trying to get second spot away. Red Horse Racing already has Timothy Peters in the All-Star race. But neither Kennedy or Terrio were eligible to run the All-Star race. They have to run the showdown in order to advance. Now, the qualifications for this Truck All-Star race is all drivers who have ran full time in 2016, as you see Terrio complete the pass on Boston. All drivers running full time this season. If you want to make the All-Star race, you have to have at least 1 win in your NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series career. Now that locked Matt Crafton, Johnny Sauter, John Hunter Nemechek, Christopher Bell, Tyler Reddick, and Timothy Peters into this All-Star race because they have a win. The remaining spots inside that top 12 that are in the All-Star race are based on points, and Boston nearly turns Terrio. So these guys are like outside the top 12 in points, which pretty much made them have to run this showdown. And we just about had a scary moment off turn 4. Justin Boston trying to get around that 77 of Austin Terrio. And it appears that the 97 of Jesse Little is actually catching that, the top 3. I guess the little incident off turn 4 had a little bit of help. And see right there, Terrio, he went high, and here comes Boston back on the inside. As the 11 of Bean Kennedy starting to pull away a little bit more now in that Local Motors Toyota. Terrio moves high again, and here comes Boston, and it looks like that 25 may complete the pass off turn 2. Not so fast. Here comes the run down the straightaway for Terrio. By entering turn 3 on the entrance, it appears Boston has already cleared the number 77. So move Boston back up to second, but not so fast again. Here comes Terrio. Drives right to the back bumper of the 25. And you can tell that 97 of Jesse Little starting to reel in the second and third place trucks. Slowly, but kind of quickly now. Look at the distance between the 77 and the 97. And it appears really a 1-car race for the win right now. Bean Kennedy already past the halfway point in this race. Lap 11 of 20. We are 9 to go. The battle is for second spot. And right now, Boston is in. So is Kennedy. Terrio, the first guy out, but Terrio would be the first, or would be one of the guys relying on the Camping World fan vote. Now we had all of our viewers and all vote for their favorite drivers in a little poll, straw poll, to help their driver make the All-Star race. Now we have no idea who has the most votes, so he will find out at the conclusion of this video. Right now though, coming down, it'll be Around 8 to go this time by for Bing Kennedy. Justin Boston second. It looks like he put a little bit of truck links on the 77 of Austin Terrio. Jesse Little fourth. Austin Wayne Self. No real change back here. You have David Levine, Chad Boat, Ray Black Jr., Garrett Smithley, Brandon Brown, and Jordan Anderson. Here comes that 94 on the inside of Brown. These two trucks off pace, not really up to the speed of Bing Kennedy, but still trying to get at least a top 10 finish, or just try not to be the last truck that completes the race. And Boston is starting to put distance on the number 77 of Austin Terrio. Terrio, one of our Rookie of the Year contenders. Started the year out at Brad Keselowski Racing, driving the 29 for BKR, but after race 2, he was let go from BKR. He joined Red Horse Racing in his third truck, beginning at Martinsville, but it was such a late entry. They had really had no time to prepare, and Terrio actually failed to qualify at Martinsville. Came back to Kansas a couple of weeks later, made the show, and had a solid top 15 finish in his official Red Horse debut. Right now running third in this showdown with 5 to go. Next time by, Bing Kennedy trying to hang on. 5 laps away from racing for $1 million later this weekend, joining his teammate Timothy Peters. Justin Boston second. In the Z-Loop Toyota for Venturini Motorsports, he's second. Austin Terrio third. And for those who are not really familiar, or who have not really, doesn't really know what's going to be happening later on this weekend, you know, obviously the NASCAR Spring Up Series All Star Race will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway like always, but the NASCAR Xfinity Series, that All Star Race will be located at Iowa Speedway. And Iowa Speedway is this weekend for Xfinity for the Showdown and All Star Race, and then next weekend they will have their normal race at Iowa, like the Cup Series have their All Star Race at Charlotte, and then they'll have their real race at Charlotte the next weekend. So yeah, 4 to go now for the number 11 of Bing Kennedy. Right now he has let's look at the tracker. Kennedy has almost a second lead on the 25 of Boston, but it appears that the 77 Ontario may be creeping in on the 25 just a little bit the past couple of laps. Jesse Little not far behind in fourth. One mistake by these two guys, and Little is in that top 2. Austin Wayne Self, he needs help. Levine, remember, no yellows. One of these guys can wreck, and we will still stay green. So as long as for Kennedy, as long as he just doesn't wreck or blow a tire or spin out or something, that number 11 looks like he will be racing for $1 million this weekend for Red Horse Racing. Justin Boston second. Coming out turn number 4 for Kennedy. Last time by, Boston was a little bit quicker, and looks like he actually gained a little bit more this lap. 7.52, and yeah, Boston over a 10th quicker again in that 25, but 2 laps to go, and a lot of time to make up for the 25. Terrio far back in third now. Looks like it may be these two guys. The number 11 and the 25 who will advance, but anything can happen in the final 2 laps of this showdown. Jesse Little fourth, and that Caroline Nutt code Toyota at Thor Sport Racing. Making their way out of turn number 4, the white flag flies. 1 lap around, gateway remaining for the Camping Road Truck Series Showdown. Bing Kennedy out in front of the 25 of Justin Boston. Terrio in third, Little starting to catch that number 77 of Austin Terrio. Down in the turn number 3. He started his truck career at Turner Scott Motorsports back in 2014. He moved to Red Horse last year. In the second year in the Red Horse Racing camp, Bing Kennedy will grab his first win. He wins to the Camping Road Showdown here at Gateway. Now, obviously, this is not a points-paying win, but this is overall his first ever win for Red Horse Racing in the Truck Series. Even though it's not a points-paying win, it's still a win, and Bing Kennedy will move on into the Camping Road Truck Series All-Star Race. Also moving on, give it up for the number 25 Z-Loop Toyota of Justin Boston. meaning that Austin Terrio, Jesse Little, Austin Wayne Self, David Levine, Chad Boat, Ray Black Jr., Garrett Smithley, Jordan Anderson, and Brandon Brown will all have to rely on the Camping World fan vote. So congrats to your top two, and that is all of the racing here today for Gateway. On the screen you see the official results here today for the showdown, and now here is on your screen you will see the driver who has won the fan vote, and that driver is going to be on your screen in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There he is. That right there, guys, is your NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series fan vote winner. Congratulations to all three drivers who have moved on into the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series All Star Race. We'll see you for the Xfinity Showdown. Goodbye, everyone.